No one person for this Lagos will get more than 40 trillion naira inside a house where he come out from the economy of Lagos. The difference between $1.5 billion where they say it cost and the $181 million where the Chinese company say they pay them, now over 1.2 billion US dollar. Where that money go?
Now you just did very obvious, say corruption don't actually eat deep into Lagos State.
They locked up for people personal house. I know one person for this Lagos will get more than 40 trillion naira inside a house where he come out from the economy of Lagos. You understand? Even that person, I know one fighter. Now we say, make we just carry the taxes when they collect from all of us. Make we invest them for all we benefit. If we invest that money, to quickly come invest, you go they switch people for belly. If light day, work go day. Tailor, when they carry 500, 700 naira every day, they take buy petrol for you, I better pass my neighbor. That money go there in pocket too. Now expendable income be that.
Say you know one person will get money inside a house. Now you just did very obvious, say corruption don't actually eat deep into Lagos State.
You don't chop Lagos,
people don't actually see Lagos as a country due to the amount of money where they actually generate internally. Now how you go take fight that corruption where you don't sit down get it for inside Lagos?
The corruption with the Lagos, it gets different levels. You get one kind of corruption where we say, na sickness, na income. Some people just get mental problem. They get what they call irrational fear of poverty. The money no they reach them. No matter how much money they see, they go just still want more. Some people they like that. Majority of people where they corrupt, now hunger and uncertainty. Now they drive them. Say, I don't know what tomorrow go bring. Make I chop with and chop now. You understand? Some people now just pure hunger. To see what they go chop today. They no say tomorrow enough it day. If it not day. So may they quickly take what they fit take. May they take advantage of the position when they day. May they take chop what they fit chop. That one now mostly civil servants fall into that category. Majority of civil servants. And why? Because the money where they pay them, it not reach anywhere. Now slave wages now where they pay them. We did 21st century. We they compare ourselves with when we they talk, we go say developed countries. Say, you know, not see how they do for developed countries. Everybody they forget, say developed countries, they pay better salary to their people. Policeman for Dubai, police, then they pay them 150,000 dirham per month. That is 1.5 million naira per month. Then they pay doctor, freshly graduated doctor for US. Then they pay them $200,000 before tax per year. If you come out tax finish, the money will still remain about 120,000 because their top rate of tax for there now 45%. You understand? So the problem of corruption, we say, we not pay enough. If we upgrade the salary, if we upgrade the benefits, where civil servants for Lagos they get, if we upgrade our police, our Lagos network, our Lagos neighborhood and Peace Corps, if we upgrade their salary, if we give police better allowance, when we say, if he work finish for the end of month, the money when he go get, he go feed in family, pay in children's school fees, put petrol for your motor, buy clothes for your children, still save enough money to go holiday. In fact, save enough money to buy one kind of tokumbo like that after 6 months. And still save money put for inside bank at the end of the month. Oh boy, he go work now. The guy go work. He go put in mind every. Now he go put inside that work. If they tell us say go work, you know go arrange a roadblock or collect boys for road. They obtain them, say, oh yeah, you get laptop. Now you say you must be Yahoo boy. They waste police resources like that. You understand? Now money, now ain't be the problem. Poverty, now the problem. And people go ask me, say, where the money go from come? I know say now next question with that. Say if I want to increase salary, where I go take see the money? My sister, may I not lie to you? The thief, where they go on for this Lagos, it pass be careful.
Thief from who?
From politicians.
So how you go
and main officials. I will give you one example, very quick example. There be one railway They build when they build railway. Wetin we see for eye, wetin we see for ground. Now we say that they build am from mile 2 side to CMS. For paper, they write say na from Okoko. You dey hear me so? To CMS. But as I dey talk to you now, no evidence today for ground. Say na from Okoko, the thing want to start. The whole length of that line na 27.5 kilometers. When they announced the thing to us for 2009, they talk say the money when they pay for that blue line na 1.5 billion US dollars. Make we for take understand that well. Now over 500 billion naira na it be. 500 billion, not be million, no, billion naira. Now the project they cost Lagos State. Okay. They begin builder. Then they builder. Till now, they never finish. Since 2009, 10 years. I can't discover, say, for Ethiopia. They self build railway. But their own start 2 years after our own start. And their own are 759 kilometers. For avoidance of doubt, make we take understand ourselves very well. Ethiopia don't already get rail line for that corridor already before. But the journey from Djibouti port, you know say Djibouti not be Ethiopia today. Yes. Now their neighbor, they be. Ethiopia not get port. Now Djibouti get port. So they negotiate with the government of Djibouti, say, I beg, make una please allow us access to your port through our railway. So they get that railway there. But the railway, the journey, it be like Lagos to Kano at the moment. Now 3 days it take. You understand? So they can't borrow themselves brain. Say, oh boy, we will upgrade this thing now. They talk with China. China agree with them. They negotiate. They can say, okay, we'll go build the railway for now. From Djibouti to Addis Ababa, 759 kilometers. So then build a new line, standard gauge. Because the old line, not be say refurbishment matter, now be this one. This one, a new line then built alongside the same corridor. Heavy rail, we go, they carry container, they carry passenger from Djibouti port to Addis Ababa. Cost 4.5 billion US dollars, 759 kilometers. When we do the mathematics, it turned out to be about $5.2 million per kilometer. $5.2 million per kilometer. The one for Lagos, when we do the maths, now $54 million. $54 million per kilometer. That is more than times 10 of what in Ethiopia pay for heavy rail. Now we pay for light rail. I want not to carry container. You know, now only passenger if you carry. You understand? Now, the matter not end there. I can't look at my sister, say the same company will build the Ethiopian line. When they start for 2011, finish for 2016, they don't use them as they talk now. They begin using them for January 2018 for the public. They test them throughout 2017. The same company will build the one for Ethiopia. Now they build the one for Lagos. I can't wonder, say, which can't it be this? You they build 27.5 kilometers, you not finish after 10 years. You build 759 kilometers, you finish and within 5 years. What's happen now?
What's the company difference?
I can't check. I just do Google search. The Google, when I Google, it can't bring one paper. That paper now, the Q1 report, the first quarter report of 2010 of CRCC, that is China Railway Construction Company, to the Hong Kong Stock Exchange when they did. When I read the report, I see page 9. I look the last paragraph. I can't see where they report all the overseas contracts when they don't get. Inside that paragraph, they write Lagos Light Railway Scheme for the blue line and the red line. So the contract value now 1,256 million renminbi. That is their currency. I can't do the conversion to dollar. My sister, fear catch me. For the 2 lines, waiting they say the contract value be now 181 million US dollars.
So what do you go do differently?
$181 million.
Because right now
I go make everything dey public. If we want do railway and we go and I want do railway, now that Ethiopian cost, now I go use as standard. If any railway company come meet me say they won't build railway for me, the thing pass $5.2 million, I go ask them how it take be. We go do public bidding process. Anything when they submit, by the time we want open the bids, now for public we go do them, not be say anything hidden. You understand? So that everybody go see as the thing they take go. We know within the cost supposed be, because all the figures they for public now. The Ethiopians don't hide their own, they put them for public.
True.
Even fight today for Ethiopia say corruption na make am reach $5.2 million per kilometer. Then they fight there. Argument today. So all this kind of money, the difference between $1.5 billion where they say it cost and the $181 million where the Chinese company say they pay there, now over 1.2 billion US dollar. Where that money go? Now the question where they ask me that, if to say they spend all that money on railway at the cost where the Ethiopians do their own, we forget 277 kilometers of railway. They no agree. That one they there. Lekki Expressway, 5.8 billion naira per kilometer, $16.6 million per kilometer. Now in LCC they claim say they take expand that 23 kilometer where they do. Meanwhile, Julius Berger built 44 kilometers of road inside Dangote refinery complex at 250 million naira per kilometer. Julius Berger, this one now 1 year high tech. When we don't know before.
Or we could talk about other things where Lagosians face.
No, we need to face the things where they pinch Lagosians.
Because we don't already identify all those things. People Lagosians even know them.
So my own now be say, instead of all these crazy costs, whether they charge, to build anything for this Lagos, we go make them public. The coastal road, I don't already get idea of what the cost supposed to be. It's not supposed to pass more than 700 million per kilometer. The only thing we go make them a little more expensive than that. Now the flyovers and the clover leaf junctions we go day the road, because we don't want to put junction roundabout all this nonsense with the Lekki Expressway. We don't want to put them for that road, because when we finish that road, and we believe say we will finish in 18 months flat, if we get competent contractor, we go work 24 hours. Not be the one we go work. The 8 o'clock reach, everybody close and they go house. No, they go work round the clock, and we go fund them to do the work. And as we they pay civil servants better money, they no go chook eye inside within the contractor. They do say they want collect money.
Let's talk about another thing again. Let's talk about traffic.
Before transportation, I want to quickly put choking something here. Now, obviously, you don't do your homework. You don't know all the things where Lagosians particularly need. But we get one big issue with the inside Lagos, and then we say if all these amenities don't dey, if the population of Lagosians, they more than the resources where the pressure will dey too much on the resources. Now we know say before you go on, sir, we know say estimatedly Lagos get about 24 million people, and as of 2017, the present governor of Lagos, somebody being talk for one of his statements, say about 86 migrants enter Lagos every hour, not every day, every hour. You multiply that by 24 hours, you will get how many be by
we not calculate how many people. We not calculate how many people they die. How many people they payment for this Lagos?
How many they still go
every day? And how many people they still go out every day?
But on the average, we know say the number of people they come into Lagos, the influx, they rationally more than people they die, people they go back. Now, if we get this kind of issue, population for different places is both is either a cause or a blessing or both. How you feel say we handle the large increasing population of Lagos per day as compared to the resources with the inside Lagos?
Okay, again, now strategic investment. If we do strategic investment in our infrastructure, so they move around inside Lagos, if we fast pass, investors go carry their money control. This will not be even say foreign investor. We get our own diaspora now with the foreign countries. Where for those foreign countries, if you go there, now then they at the top or near the top in most of their careers when they do. You understand? Most of their professions. I mean, not be Nigerian own Gatwick Airport. Not be the same Nigerian own LaGuardia for New York. Not be the same Nigerian own Italia Rail. You understand? Now Nigerians with that now. Waiting they pursue them come out from Nigeria. Lack of transparency, lack of infrastructure, lack of commitment to growth of the economy by politicians. Now they pursue them come out from Nigeria. You understand? So if government, you they beg people say make them come invest. You yourself, you they carry our money, go invest for where you they go beg people say make them come. They decrease. They see you now. As when you go there, say you want to go do investor, you want to go meet investors, say make them come. Every time you go carry one suitcase full of dollar. You they go deposit them for their economy. They see you now. They're not crazy now. They see say you self not believe in that economy. So why you go come, they persuade them, say make them bring their money. They not go come. They not say problem. They there. Now you make you they carry your own money, come out for there. Now then be mugu. You understand what they talk? So if we invest in our own economy, if we begin to invest, If government begin to invest, private sector go get confidence. Say, okay, things don't dey happen for here. Make I quickly go carry my money, go join. When I begin build a main estate, for inside bush, for Eleko, at first people they laugh me now, say, see this mumu, they go build inside jungle, who go follow and go there? My brother, as I dey talk to you now, Amen Estate, now be the top estate in this Lagos, is the most desirable address for this Lagos, therefore by extension for this Nigeria, therefore by extension the whole of West Africa, and arguably the whole of Africa. Why? Because me, I demonstrate confidence in the place, enough to carry my money, put there, build houses, build infrastructure, build services, put everything in place, and they pay salaries to hundreds of people, employ by extension, indirectly, thousands of people. You understand? It make people begin gather confidence, say, oh boy, what thing they do here, not be smart, you know. They carry their money, come join us. You don't reach 8 years now when we get 24 hours power, 24 hours water, better security, good roads, better drainage, facilities, and all those things. So, if you won't carry anybody come out for Amen Estate now, you go tie them. You go tie them hand and leg before you agree come out.
Understood. Now, you really, they talk about infrastructure, transportation, housing particularly. You don't emphasis on housing. But me, I think we'll come back to transportation as regards population of Lagos. Yes. Now, for the debate, I think all the aspirants been talking about transportation as one of the basic issues we get for inside Lagos. We know, say, presently, right now, the pressure on the roads for Lagos, the pressure of both vehicular transportation and human transportation on top of the roads, they very high. Now, we they call Lagos the home of aquatic splendor. And largely, we know, say, water transportation, they grossly underutilized. What do you feel, say, we do concerning water transportation to ease the pressure on the roads and to better improve transportation for inside Lagos?
We need to upgrade our thinking. Our thinking not they upgraded, they still very low. What we need to do is say we need to bring in high volume, high speed catamaran ferries. I use catamaran for a reason. Catamaran are twin-hulled boats. When you use catamaran, the depth of water where catamaran they need is less past the depth of water where they need for single hull boats. And these are our channels for Lagos, both our lagoons, our creeks, everything. They very shallow. So the only thing we work for us as mass transportation for water, now boats will not need too much depth, and catamaran fits that description perfectly. But the catamaran boats when we want buy, not be the one we go carry 40 or 50 passengers. No, that one no go work for us. For a city of this population, we need, and because we no get alternative transport, we need high volume. So boats will go carry minimum of 1,000 passengers, plus vehicles, cars, plus heavy vehicles like a trailer and long buses. Now, waiting we need be that. So, and that one now waiting they call low-hanging fruit for transportation area. Why? Because we still feel carry money, go buy Tokumbo. If we say we won't buy new one, we go wait at least 18 months later for build the thing. So we could go find used one between 1,000 and 2,000 passengers, between 150 to 200 cars, between 50 to 100 lorries at once, and then they all over the world. We go, as soon as we enter, bam, now our first job is that, go bring all those ferries. Minimum within 3 months, then we don't land. We go deploy them, particularly number one in the Badagry axis. Deploy them for the Ikorodu axis because now on a heavy population center and they get water. Deploy them for Ekpe axis so that people go begin migrate, go that side. They go build because they know, say, if you do Ekpe, you enter boat from Ekpe Marina or from Ejini. Say you won't come Lagos. Within 40 minutes, you don't reach VI by boat. You understand? So we go invest in these things, a minimum of 10 of these platforms, 10 of these vessels. We go buy them, come. Make we for ease the transportation issues in all of those commuter routes. You understand what I'm saying? Talk? Yes. That one go reduce the pressure on the roads immediately, instantly. And at the same time as we do that one, alongside, as we enter, every road, starting with the major roads, so Lagos Badagry Expressway, Lekki Ekpe Expressway, any pothole, we go display zero tolerance for potholes and for damages on the road. Any pothole we day for any of those roads, Lagos Public Works Corporation, we go upgrade their infrastructure. Carry them put for at least, we will start with the 5 divisions. Then go get one asphalt plant for each division of Lagos State. When I talk about division, I mean the original administrative divisions for Lagos. That is Ikorodu, Badagry, Ikeja, Lagos, and Ekpe. Each one go get their own asphalt plant and their own works yard. Fully equipped. Thank God for China. They always thank God for those people. Because their own equipment is cheap pass anywhere. You understand? So unless the Americans and the British won't match the Chinese for cost, the Chinese, the Turks, and the Koreans for cost, now China now will they go.
Now when we talk about transport now,
so that we go fit bring everything together and put monitoring systems in place. This one will involve personnel, heat squads, now they call them. They go around all the local governments, they go look where pothole dey, and they go get the technology to fix them quick, overnight. So Badagry Expressway, as it dey now, if we chook head put inside, say we want repair them, not be to expand, now just to repair the two lanes where they now. You understand? Within 6 to 7 months, we don't finish.
You know, say it's very easy to talk. And
it's very easy to walk too.
Execution now, our major problem, for example,
my sister, wait, make I show you something. This Lagos Ekpe Expressway, they look so. Lekki Ekpe Expressway. You know when they begin building? Just when they begin building for 1980. By 1983, he don't carry 65 kilometers to Ibejuagbe. Now, person where they dedicated with that. My sister, Ikorodu Road. Now, Ikorodu people build that road. Now, my grandfather lead them, so I know the story well. My grandfather and I put down 50% of the money when they take build Ikorodu Road, personal money. And the townspeople now then donate money, plus all the people of Ijebu-Remo, they donate money to build that Ikorodu Road. You know when they start? 1947. You know when they reach St. Agnes for Yaba? 30 miles later. 1953. 6 years, they don't finish. Lekki Ekpe Expressway expansion, not be to build new road, expansion. They start for 2006. As I talk to you now, 13 years later, they never finished the expansion.
I like the fact that you don't
talk
about
dedication,
housing. You talk about transport.
Political will and
we need
focus.
to actually enter this particular one. Now, we don't talk about housing, we don't talk about transport, even rail transport, even water transport. Now, let's talk about another thing again where they actually affect a lot of Lagosians. We talk about waste management infrastructure. Yes. We get some people where they live for dump sites, where we know say they cause serious health hazards to residents around. Which plans you get as regards to
Okay, make I quickly break down that one. First, from the legal angle.
Okay.
The legal angle be say, under the Constitution of Nigeria, yes, we all know say the Constitution dey faulty, and we go they look am, they try to amend. But as it dey now, waiting all the governors wey dey there now, when they sign to uphold, when they swear to uphold, now it be say waste management na local government work.
Okay.
Under the Constitution, 4th schedule, section 1, it lists them very clear. You understand? So lawman na illegal body, na unconstitutional body. Visionscape na illegal business, na unconstitutional. The law wey give Visionscape right to manage waste for Lagos State na illegal law, na unconstitutional law. It contradicts the Constitution, therefore it is null, void, and of no effect. That is the first thing. Second thing, to fix the problem, what I want to do is as soon as we enter, you see, thank God for technology. We must always praise all these Western people for the research when they carry money do. Technologies don't exist now to recycle every single kind of waste when they. Even industrial waste, refuse to recycle them, break them down to the elemental level, begin to sell them as chemical, where other people go still go use again for their work. So every waste when they fit recycle, both kitchen waste, both sewage, both industrial waste, both what thing that they call this thing, sawmill waste safe, all this sawdust, it gets used when we put them to. So every local government, immediately as soon as we enter, we go buy and install comprehensive waste recycling plant for them. Sorter, separators, washers, biogas digesters, the whole lot. Metal crushing plants, everything.
Don't forget the maintenance now, our problem.
My sister, when we buy the systems, we go buy them complete with maintenance agreement. Maintenance agreement including training and retraining agreement. It go there inside everything when we buy. How we want to do it? We want to buy one for each of the 20 federally recognized local governments in this Lagos. We not fit buy for 57 LCDs. That one will cost us too much. So we go do for 20 local governments in Lagos State. We expect that by the end of year 1, everything will done ready for each of these local governments in terms of waste recycling. You understand? Because I want end landfill. Landfill not be better way of taking care of waste. Because every time it rain, and you know say we dey for inside very high rainfall area. Every time it rain, all the water, it go dissolve all the contaminants wey dey inside the waste. Carry and go join the groundwater. When we dey from get borehole, they drink water. It's not good. So we need to avoid landfill and recycle all our waste, but we need to give local governments that responsibility. Now, one of the capacity building exercises when I want to do for local governments for Lagos with that, so that they go fit stand their own gidigba to do the work when they're supposed to, in addition to giving them back all of their other responsibilities where state don't thief for their hand because of sake of the money where they follow those responsibilities come. You understand? So waste management will give it back to local governments. Now, another area where we get worry for waste management, now the collection of the waste. Are we now going to start spending money to buy trucks for local government to go and be collecting waste? No, it's not a smart way of doing it. The PSP system wey dey, okay, now one side of waste management when I like, where this current government don't do. So we'll go back to that, because now in the comot go bring visionscape, waste, cause all this katakata way rubbish they dey everywhere now. You understand? So we bring the PSP people back. We write it into law for the local governments that the collection must be outsourced to private sector, because people don't already invest heavily in the hardware, in all the trucks that is needed for collection. And they have a lot of people already employed in that area. Me, I'm not about making people lose their jobs. I'm about creating more jobs. So when we put the waste recycling plants in place, now jobs now people go work there. The PSP, when they want to throw away out of business because they go carry us put inside another gbese, 50 billion naira for visionscape, the PSP people go come back, plus all the people when they employ, all the millions of people when they employ throughout Lagos State, then go join the council for their area. You understand? They help them to collect, not be to recycle, just to collect the waste. And when they reach the council, they dump the waste there. The council will get sorting center. Thank God for technology. The sorting centers where they now. If you yourself just Google, you go see what they talk. This one not be say anything they hidden.
Because of our time now.
The next election not be just about politicians, now about una. Now about you, now about that PVC when you carry for your hand. That PVC when you carry for your hand, and this is your top print. Now your power. If you like, go sell them for 50,000 naira per vote. Make a calculator for you. That 50,000 naira, if they give you, if you manage to get 50,000 naira from them, for the next 4 years, now 34 naira per day be that. 34 naira per day. If you survive on 34 naira, if you feed you, think very well.